Guess what brought Jody to my yard? Moderna brought all the best girls to the yard, so, you know.
Moderna.
Brings all the boys
And girls.
to the yard. They're like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I can teach you, but I have to charge. I know you want it.
You want it. You know you do. What? Okay. But, Sean, that's funny. You did the Richard Cheese version, too. Somebody's looking for extra credit. Yeah. Good morning, Jody Hamilton.
Good morning, Ms. Miller.
Yeah. I hear you talking smack about Pfizer. There's supposed to be less side effects in the business.
Well, there are.
Well, I'm just saying
It's
Dr.
just
Fauci
science.
and Dr. Redletter got Moderna. And also, what's the other latest news? Travis, what did I forget. Oh, the Pfizer vaccine, what's that one? It does not work against the South African variant.
Yeah, it does.
No.
That study is ridiculous. Did
Really?
you
Yeah,
read
that's
the
dumb.
article?
That's dumb. That's not science.
Please.
All right. And Moderna works against the California variant, so there.
So does Pfizer.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay, Karen says vaccine rep battles, you guys, so damn funny. I can't believe people are pissing and moaning over what's obviously a spirited way of encouraging folks to stick it in. I've been volunteering at my local West Orange, New Jersey vaccination site. That is a fantastic liberal helper idea. Do that if you can. That's fantastic. The operation is so brilliantly run. It's inspiring to see what the government can do for we the people when we have a government that gives a damn. Karen from NJ. Thank you, Karen. Yep. Ronnie is Team Moderna. Mama, me and the husband had Moderna shots at Kaiser here in Martinez. I walked in and yelled, stick it in.
Stick it in!
That's how they know you're a Steph head.
Stick it in!
The day we got our second shots, the people getting their first ones were Pfizer. Ronnie, yes, see? I didn't even know which one I was getting. It depends on what day you go. It doesn't matter. Okay. Oh, except apparently Patrick just thinks we're all boring. And that would be our final hate letter for the day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wow, thanks. Thank God I had that Joanne Worley. Patrick, yesterday's banal banter about COVID virus hip-hop jingles was good shtick for 5 minutes max. Using up the entire first segment with the repetitive jokes was tedious, and I had to turn you off. I will continue to listen because most times you guys are spot on and hilarious, but sometimes you bore me silly.
Well, that's
We
just
bore ourselves
encouraging.
silly, too.
Oh,
we bore
Patrick,
ourselves
get
silly
line.
sometimes.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You try to do 3 hours of radio 5 days a week.
Yeah.
With
Patrick.
no writers.
Yeah,
with
Patrick.
no writers.
You try this.
Exactly.
You try this, Patrick. See how it goes. Yeah, like this is a hard job. Okay, Jody. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. I did not sleep. I woke up cranky. I even if I wore 16 Black Lives Matters T-shirts, it's not enough to soothe my. Again, and I'm a lame ass white chick. I just can't imagine how exhausting this is for African American people to watch this just repetitive loop over and over and over again. Do we have the this is the police chief. I was saying it does seem clear this was an accident, but man, there's a lot of accidents, isn't there, with black people?
Yeah.
Breonna Taylor, it's like whoop oops, I mean it's here he is, Chief Gannon. Number 6, sorry. Oh, did I forget to say which one? I figured you would just know.
Sorry.
Your spidey
We'll
sense
have to
would
wait
tell
a
you.
minute for that. Sorry.
Oh, all right. Let's pause while we. Well, Jody, let's get your. That's fine. That's unnecessary. Jody, what was your take on what happened? It does seem clear that she, but how do you have 25 years of police training? And
Exactly. If she had been a rookie, you could kind of go, okay, she doesn't know which side her taser is on, but they're supposed to be on separate sides of your body first off.
Right. Your dominant side is your gun and your
Yeah.
non-dominant side is and the taser's like an eighth of an ounce and the gun, I mean, it
Ways of and it's
And why are they tasing
yellow.
him? Why are they tasing him? I don't understand. He's in custody. He's not going anywhere. I don't. Okay, this is
And
what I don't.
if it's a nonviolent warrant for his arrest, you have his address. You just looked at his driver's license. You were about to pull him.
Thank you.
You know where he lives.
was-
Go and send
This
somebody
is-
to get him then.
This is how bad it is. Who's the guy that was shot to death in the fast food parking lot? Like, because he was running away. It's like, someone said the police said, "Well, are we supposed to just let them run away?"
Yeah.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
you know who
They
they
let white
are
people do
and
it
how
all
to
the
find
time.
them. Like what you don't know. You don't have to shoot someone or tase them because I mean, it's just I don't. Okay, I don't even understand. What was the point of the pepper spray for this lieutenant? Why? He was being
I have
perfectly
no
calm.
idea.
He was saying, "I'm afraid to get out of the car. I haven't done anything wrong." What I mean, and he pepper sprays him. And first of all, they're already shouting like so aggressively at him, and it's okay. All right, yes, ready? Here we go. Please, Chief.
As I watched the video and listened to the officer's commands, it is my belief that the officer had the intention to deploy their taser, but instead shot Mr. Wright with a single bullet.
Okay, he went on to say,
This appears to me, from what I viewed and the officer's reaction and distress immediately after, that this was an accidental discharge that resulted in the tragic death of Mr. Wright.
Jody, don't you think the training needs to start before that, though? Why are such a high percentage of black people being pulled over for such ridiculous things? Because he had an air freshener or something, and the other
there's some
guy, they
weird
couldn't
rules
see
for
the
that.
registration, huh?
Yeah, there's some real rules in Minnesota for air fresheners in your.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. In some states, it's illegal to hang something from your rearview mirror because it blocks your view.
I mean,
So-
Jody, it makes me so depressed this morning. But how do we ever break this cycle? Because you can understand why black people are terrified when they get pulled over by the police. As I keep saying, they've seen the previous 100 videos we've seen, right? And it's like, so I get that it's their, like I say, it's the same cycle where the right goes, just comply with the police, just comply, and this won't happen. It's like, well, okay, first of all, why are you being pulled over for these ridiculous minor things? And then from body cam footage to me, Jody, it seems like it escalates so quickly on the side of police that you're like, why are you even in this situation between tasing or shooting someone that is obviously not getting away, right? Yeah, go ahead.
Well, the lieutenant, when he was being pulled over, it went from it's a routine traffic stop to now it's a felony traffic stop before they even got out of the car, before they even talked to him, before any interaction had happened. It went from a normal routine stop, and you could hear the cop saying, it's a felony stop. All of a sudden, it's gone from he's got no plates, which he had the paper plate we've all done, at least now we have it on our thing, but in the window, he had that already. So they're pulling him over for something he didn't do wrong. And then it goes from a routine, hey, you need your tags up, to now it's felony all of a sudden. What did they think they saw other than a black guy driving?
To screaming at the top of their lungs at him and pointing a gun in his face.
Yeah.
It's like, no kidding, he's afraid to get out, right? I mean, it's just...
Yeah, and he's trying to de-escalate, and he's not,
Right. I mean, Jody, that shouldn't, I don't know a lot about police training, but you shouldn't be the one trying to de-escalate the situation with the policeman when also in that case, he's done nothing wrong.
Exactly.
He's done nothing wrong. He has no record. He's done nothing. I mean, not that any of those, the problem is nothing that even all the previous ones, they're not death sentences. You've been selling a loose cigarette, or you might have passed a 20 and known it or didn't know it in the middle at a food store in the middle of a pandemic. It's just, it's this does not happen to white ladies in Beverly Hills. I'm sorry.
No, it does not. It does not.
So here's the doctor yesterday. I just can't believe in the middle of, we haven't even gotten to justice in one trial before we've got, two more. Dr. Jonathan Rich, it was his name yesterday.
After reviewing all of the facts and evidence of the case, I can state with a high degree of medical certainty that George Floyd did not die from a primary cardiac event, and he did not die from a drug overdose.
Thank you, period.
Right.
This is the George Floyd's brother, right? Correct?
Flonius.
My mother, she's no longer with us right now, but that's my oldest brother, George. I miss both of them. I was married. In May 24th, I got married, and my brother was killed May 25th, and my mom died on May 30th. So it's like a bittersweet month because I'm supposed to be happy when that month comes.
Can I just say, for all of us that are little mama's girls or boys, that part of the George Floyd thing when he's calling for his mother, I'm like, oh God. You don't even, I mean, obviously mothers talked about being affected by it, but all of us that have mothers, oh my God. I mean, I stub my toe when I call for my mommy. Like, Just, I mean, it's that part. It really is just heartbreaking, that was his the last things he was saying. But anyway, Jody, it does feel really like a powder keg right now.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, watching that last night, I love the live anchors because there's always someone that swears and they're like, "Oh, okay, back to you, Rachel."
Oh, yeah.
But
The guy
it's
on
a lot
CNN.
of. But you understand the emotion and the anger.
Absolutely.
Listen. I don't go more than 10 to 20 seconds without an F-bomb. So that's just for no reason at all.
Yeah, we've had to bleep you. We know this.
On your own show,
Yes.
and you
Yeah.
know better.
Sean, today might be the day because I'm very tired, very sleepy. Yeah, might be some incoming. We don't know. Oh, speaking of, that'll make us all feel better. Sake bomb. Was this about?
Yeah.
I forget. Was this? They were asked about
The
Cornyn.
Cornyn tweet.
What did John Cornyn's tweet even mean about something Joe Biden doesn't do any
Does
TV
he
interviews?
tweet enough?
Yes, he
And it's
does.
like, what?
Joe Biden's done tons of TV interviews. He's like, he doesn't do his tweets what was he saying? It was boring compared to Trump? Is that what his point was?
Well, he was saying that it sounded like somebody else was doing the tweeting for him. Like, who's really in charge? Who's doing the tweets because they sound professional?
He was just trying to push along that trope that the Republicans like about Biden being too elderly to do anything. He's a conspiracy
didn't
theorist.
That kind of get blown up when he was sharp as a tack at the press conference he just had, and he's done a bunch of sit-down interviews where he's sharp as a tack. I don't understand. But yeah, he was like, he hasn't done TV. No, and he doesn't. His tweets are boring, and I don't know, something. Okay, ready? Are you ready for your sake bomb? Here we go.
Senator John Cornyn called Joe Biden's tweets unimaginably conventional and said that his comments were largely scripted and questioned whether he was really in charge. Does the White House have any reaction to that?
Well, I can confirm that the President of the United States does not spend his time tweeting conspiracy theories. He spends his time working on behalf of the American people.
Sake. Sake.
What? Okay.
She's good.
I don't. They just have nothing about Biden. They just don't know what to do about how wildly popular both he and all of the things that he is proposing are. Right? They're just. I don't. Okay. Just what are they left with on infrastructure? Nobody cares about roads, bridges, broadband. None of that. Stupid. Like what? No. All of those things are wildly.
They only think that roads and bridges are the only kind of infrastructure that
right, because they want to live in 1950, so that's right. They're right. Yes, okay. Karen in Chicago.
John Cornyn.
Yes.
I would say John Cornyn should consider the power grid in Texas infrastructure.
Yeah. No, that doesn't count. Okay, Karen in Chicago. Hello, Karen. Welcome.
Good morning. Yeah, and John Boner actually was on this morning on Morning Joe talking about how he was historically against investing in transportation. So, I mean, this is nothing new.
Somebody did write a good piece. John Boner had a lot to do with building this didn't happen overnight, the Republican Party. It's just all his blubbering will not bring back. It was not like, remember the better days when I was there? It's like, no, you suck too, just in a different way.
Yeah. He's trying to rehabilitate his reputation.
Yeah.
That's all he's doing. And
I just hope that reporters listen to me and Bob Seska and they say all the trigger words that make him cry. Because I'm sorry. Come on, it's kind of fun. It's not really bullying because, it's just so easy. If you say children or you say American people or tavern, those are the trigger words. American people, I started a tavern.
I think the top of our list is providing for the safety and security of the American people.
American people! Wow, someone stepped on my tail. I'm sorry, Karen.
No, that's okay. So let me just say this, Stephanie. I share your outrage and just despair about what's going on with policing in this country. I remember, I don't know if you guys watching Oprah Winfrey and J.J. Bittenbiter was on. And he would talk about how if you're ever, in a situation where you're being abducted, that you fight, right? Do not let them take you to a secondary location.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what's going to happen to you. And likely, though, you're going to end up dead. So here, when we hear of rough rides by police who comply and are taken into custody, when we hear about African-American women who are pulled over and then later hang themselves supposedly in their jail cell.
Yeah.
What is being perceived as non-compliance is fear within the community that these people are supposed to serve and protect.
Yeah.
So,
well, and Karen, I can't, it is impossible to be inside what it feels like to be an African American this morning. But I will say, as a woman, there's been enough stories of cops assaulting or raping female that I do understand if a cop was behaving that way and saying get out of the car, I would be afraid too.
Absolutely. And the gentleman, the lieutenant who drove to a well-lit location, we've been told that as women. If you're being pulled over, get to a location where you can be seen, because this stuff does happen.
I have a weird thought that we really shouldn't have to be terrified of the police, no matter who we are.
So the problem is with the police department, not with the communities that they serve. They have been victimized, and unfortunately now the police are being viewed as predators in these communities. And that should not happen, and we should all be outraged. That young man that was shot in the back, that's everybody's child. If I was that person, that young man's mother, I would absolutely be enraged. I can't even imagine that kind of pain. But let me tell you too, Stephanie, and I don't know if you're aware of this, but your virtual room on Saturday was left open where Kevin from D.C. was having a threesome with a lovely woman named Linda and Dr. Ann from St. Paul.
That surprises me not at all, Karen.
Right? Exactly. I said I could just see it.
God.
Stephanie's going to open her computer, and you guys are going to still be there.
Kevin's still in there in the morning. Kevin, what are you doing to my computer?
How'd you get in there?
Thank you for being a big snitch, Karen. I love you.
I love you.
All right, goodbye. 51 minutes after the hour, we are rolling toward, speaking of three ways, me and Jody and Charlie. I'm just, I'm the third wheel. It's fine.